Everything that's going on is definitely unpredictable. I never would have thought something like this could happen, around Baton Rouge area. Um, it brings back flashbacks, I guess you could say, of Katrina. Watching everything on TV. I remember when I was really young, and like I said, I never would have thought, that could happen down here in Baton Rouge or Baker. But it's unexpected. But I'm glad everyone's okay, everyone's safe in my family, and I pray for everyone that's gone through this and having struggles with this.
Tell us about your personal experience. What happened with you and your family?
My personal experience, I had to go home. Well, I didn't have to go home. I made a decision to go home based off stress. My mom called me and she FaceTimed me and showed me the waters, and they seemed to be rising. And based off stress and worry, I decided, okay, I'm gonna go home. It was poor communication between me and the coaches, but I figured that I can possibly make it back before practice. I went home. Unexpectedly, the waters were higher than I thought. Um, Once I got there, the plan was to get a rescue boat to get to my family and get them out, which did happen, but it happened in several amount of hours. At the end of the day, like I said, I'm happy that I got my family out. Everything's okay. I just don't want to put coaches in that situation because Coach Miles, he's responsible for me at the end of the day. So.
How has your team been for you during this time?
They've been great. We preach all the time, how we play for each other and we play for the state. We got a thing on the board and in our meeting room how that when we step between these lines that we try to let everything go, all the struggles, all the hard times, and then we play for each other. And like I said, we play for the state. And so it's everyone's supportive. Coach Miles is supportive of everything that's going on, and I'm thankful for him.
What was that conversation like when you came back with Coach Miles?
I was nervous coming back to talk to Coach Miles because I know I did something that it's really out of the ordinary, especially when not communicating with him. But he was calm, he was cool-headed about it. He just let me know, you got to communicate. He's responsible. He played the role of a dad, basically. And at the end of the day, he respects that I went back to help my family.
Where's your family right
They're at the Radisson on Acadian Hotel.
Where exactly do you live again? What part of town?
Baker.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And what night did you go back?
It was the day of the flood, so maybe that Monday or Tuesday, whichever day the flood
now? Is
was.
it kind of a relief now that you're back and you're safe from your family?
Definitely. It's definitely a relief. We lost a lot of things, but those are materialistic things. The most important thing is that my family's okay, and they are. And it's definitely a relief that they're okay.
When you first saw, and they were FaceTiming you, and you first saw that water rushing in, what was your first thought?
Disbelief. Something like this has never happened. I've lived there all my life, and this has never happened in the Baton Rouge area or the Baker area. And it was disbelief, and so I couldn't help but I guess act out of stress and worry. And I made a bonehead decision to go back and try to help.
And I know Caleb Roddy going through similar things. I know you went back to Denham Springs. If you guys talking, maybe trying to just bounce off each other with the same.
I know he's spoken of his situation. I know if he's going back. I haven't spoken since he's gone or anything, but I definitely understand what he's going through. With the waters and his family and everything.
How does life get back to normal right now? How is it to focus on football at a time like this?
It could be hard, but like I said, we have each other. We always play for each other. We support each other, especially at times like this. Coach Miles does a great job of getting everyone together. He plays the role of a dad in situations like this, and it's really helpful. And that's how we're going to get back to football. And like I said, when we step between these lines, we forget everything, and we play for each other and we play for the state.
You've kind of seen it all with them first. High school, the closing of the school, and now it's flooding. How does that make you feel?
It's unfortunate, the things that go on. But like I said, as long as I got my teammates now, I focus on the future. I focus on what I have in store for me right now, and I just go from there.
And have you seen the Denham Springs, the shots from the airplanes and everything?
Yes, sir. It's pretty. Like I said, it's pretty unbelievable. Like, you know, I never would have thought something like this could happen in this area. And
it's been rough. It's been a struggle mentally, but it's nothing we can't overcome. You know what I'm saying? My family's resilient. I believe in them. I think we can get through it. We just got to work hard.
Tell us the extent of what happened with you and your home and your family.
There was about 3.5 feet of water in the house, but the neighborhood, my mom told me that she went out into the water was up to her waist in the street. So I mean, the house definitely took some water damage. Probably had to redo the flooring and whatnot. I don't know the full extent, but she told me the power was still on the last time I talked to her. So it's not too bad, but any damage is definitely bad. But it's nothing we can't. It's just like I said, nothing we can't overcome.
What other stories have you heard?
What do you mean?
Other people?
Oh man, my girlfriend. I think there was like 5 feet of water in her house. The last time she told me, she didn't give me an update after that, but I know the water rose since then. But some areas around her house, man, there was water up almost halfway through the roof. Man, it was bad. I know some parts of Denham, it got hit hard, and it hurts my heart. I'm not even gonna lie, it really did. I almost brought tears to my eyes when I was looking on Twitter. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Could you ever imagine something like that happening to Denham and to Livingston Parish?
Nah, I mean, I was just talking to somebody over there about that. You never hear about that in Denham. You know, it's normally something you hear about New Orleans. That's not common in New Orleans, but you would expect it from New Orleans. But Denham, it blew my mind. It almost like it wasn't real. It was like a movie almost, like I was watching a scene from a movie. It's not something you expect. It's tragic, man.
What was that decision like to leave campus and go back home?
I tried. I wanted to so bad, but by the time I made my decision, the interstate was closed. I-12 at Denham was closed, so I couldn't go. But I am as soon as I can. Probably tomorrow, since we have an off day, I'm definitely going to make it out there to go see my family. At least go see somebody from my family. Just make sure that I give them a hug.
Did you have a conversation with Coach Miles at all? Because I know he didn't want anybody to leave, just for on safety.
Yeah. When we did talk, he told me not to go because that was when it was happening. It was Saturday.
Yeah.
That was it's still raining, the water was raising and everything. He said, don't go out there and get stuck, because then you're gonna let your family down, because they want me out here to be safe. They don't want me to come and hurt myself or anything. But he had told me that once I can get out there and see what I can do. Every coach I walk by in the facility, they ask about how my family is, tell me if they need any help, ask them. So we definitely have a strong support from my coaches and everything, and I love it.
I know Russell said that he was able to make it back to his home in Baker. Not being able to get back to the, I know you know they're safe now, but at that time, did that make you feel helpless almost?
Yeah, it really did. It frustrated me because I knew my people were struggling, and I was out here just doing fine. It really got to me, but yeah, it got to me. It messed with my head a little bit, but I got through it. I practiced through it and everything. I got my head clear, but it's still eating at me because I still have yet to be home, like you said. But I'm gonna get out there and I'm gonna get everything right.
How have your teammates been for you during this
They've been absolutely great. Every time I walk by somebody, they ask me how I'm doing, how's my family. I love it. Like I said, it's great support with the team and my coaches. It's amazing.
Cam, if I can ask you about football, sources say you may have a knack of playing this tight end position. You may have some natural ability there. How's that working out?
If that's what sources are telling you, I guess so. I mean, I used to play a little tight end in middle school and high school, but middle school is not nearly that level. High school, kind of not as fast, but it's definitely an adjustment. But it's an adjustment I think I'm doing pretty well at. I'm getting a good bit of reps. I'm stepping in when I need to, learning the playbook well and everything. So I mean, I'm only going up from here.
Anybody worried about Leonard?
Yeah, we're all a little worried about Leonard, but you know Leonard's a tough dude. He's a tough guy. He'll make it. It's not career ending. It's not season ending or anything. So as soon as he gets back out there, he's gonna be working hard. You can never doubt that from him.
This area, with all that's happened this summer, to now with the floods, this area obviously depends a lot on Saturdays and watching the Tigers and success and whatnot. How has this team kind of taken on that role of knowing that not only does this season mean a little bit different for you guys from the very onset, but then when you add all of those other things too?
We have in the team room, we have a board up to the top right. I believe y'all know about it. Under the top, the first thing it says Louisiana. So I mean, once we get on this field, that's what we do. We put on a show for y'all. Anybody watching, we play for Louisiana.